D&D players love inflicting psychic damage on their dungeon masters with bad puns, so I've made it my mission to help the dungeon masters inflict some psychic damage on their players instead. You can slip these 7 punny NPCs into your D&D campaign that are guaranteed to give your players psychic damage. Maybe some of them will giggle with delight, depending on how much they like puns. With NPCs like Dwarf the Rock Johnson and Imanimitar, I think it's going to be a little bit of both. We're getting closer and closer to fall, so you could have your players meet a druid who spends all of his time speaking with plants. He owns the town pumpkin patch and grows pumpkins the size of houses. He calls his greenhouse the Temple of Bloom and uses the Force to help them grow. There's no way your players aren't going to like Harrison Gord. Maybe instead you want to introduce an artificer giant who is famous for his multi-barrel rapid-fire contraption. His notebook where he wrote down all of his processes is on display in museums around the land. Everyone remembers this titan's name, and soon your party will too. Make sure you introduce Ryan Gatling. Maybe instead you're looking to introduce an entrepreneur human wizard. A real macadamic, if you will. He's got an Australian accent and owns a chain of taverns called Macca's across the land. He loves supersizing himself by using the enlarge spell, and he's got an arch nemesis rogue who keeps burgling all of the burgers from his taverns. Ronaldo McDonaldo will definitely enlist the party's help to stop the burger burglar once and for all. And we can't forget about the tiefling tabaxi champion fighter who owns her own dojo. It specializes in fighting your inner demons. Townsfolk really don't like her and call out, "Ooh, she a devil," but everyone knows that she a bad little bitch and will give them the ouchies to prove it. If any of your party members need a training montage, Dojo Cat will be sure to help. One of my personal favorite NPCs is a bard minotaur who keeps to himself unless he's challenged to a battle of any kind. He's a wizard with his words and loves dishing out psychic damage to his enemies. Some call him a rap god after he disappeared for an entire year and then came back and won back-to-back Battle of the Bards with songs like "Guess Who's Back," "I Need a Cleric," and "The Real Slim Rogue." You and your players will all want to roll your d12s for Imanimitar. Or maybe what you really want to do is introduce a food-filled side quest. In that case, I'd recommend starting rumors that the realm's celebrity fairy chef is looking for volunteers for his brand new cooking competition. Bards tell tales of his taverns, takeouts, and tabernacles, so I'm sure if your party rolls a history check, they're going to be familiar with Guy Fawkes. Maybe a celebrity chef doesn't really work for your campaign. Maybe instead you need a barbarian dwarf who's beloved by all the realm. He's won more Battle of the Barbarians than your party can count. Maybe he wants to put the smackdown on your party, or maybe he wants to be their bodyguard on a jungle cruise. Whatever you decide, you'll be saying you're welcome because your party is going to thank you for introducing Dwarf the Rock Johnson to the campaign. So there you have it, folks. Let me know in the comments who you think your party is going to absolutely love or hate when you introduce one of these punny NPCs to your D&D campaign.